the invitation tonight. It is so exciting to see all of you here. And just congratulations on this momentous milestone. For many of you, I can only imagine what you have had to orchestrate at your jobs, with your families, how many favors you've asked, how many hours of sleep you've missed to actually obtain this degree. And I know I'm not the only one, but all of the staff here and all of your family and friends, we just want to congratulate you again for this great career milestone. So what I'd like to talk to you a little bit about today is just a few brief stories that as you're making this transition from a student into your new career, for many of you may already be working in the industry, but I guarantee that this degree will catapult you in ways you probably can't even imagine right now. And what you've already set forth is that you can set a goal, you can work towards it and achieve it. And it may not be in the same time frame as everyone expects. It could be at potentially different time frames, but you did it. And there's a lot of professionals out there today that get their degree and they move into their job and they really don't think about staying relevant to the marketplace or setting goals or getting recertified or staying on top of new technologies. And one of my advice to you is really to take this and the way that you've re-educated yourself and reskilled yourself as a pattern that you carry through not just over the last couple of years, but throughout your entire career. Because it really will differentiate where you go and how fast you get there. So when I graduated, I applied to many jobs, and there were some that I received and some not, and I really wanted to work for a big six consulting firm. I wanted to travel, I wanted to work on infrastructures across the world, and when I initially interviewed, 2 weeks after the interview, I got the decline letter. And I was really disappointed because I graduated top of my class, and most of the interviews I applied for, I actually received the job. So I did what most people did. I went back to the computer lab, because we didn't have computers then, and I reapplied. I reapplied to Atlanta, Phoenix, San Francisco, New York City, and Charlotte. And luckily for me, their systems didn't catch up that they had already interviewed me. And so I re-interviewed in Atlanta, and I actually got the job. And I have really carried this through my career, that the lesson I learned then is that you have to be smarter than the system, one. And then two, that every no is closer to a yes. So even if you have things that maybe you've been told you can't do before, or that you have aspired to do but someone said you're not ready, keep at it. Keep at it. I am a true believer that every no is closer to a yes. I spend a lot of time mentoring people in my career. I've had great mentors that have really helped me go from different jobs throughout my career. And some of the things that I tell the people that I mentor is not to be so worried about the title or the pay. It will come. It will come. What you need to focus on is when you take these jobs that you are the best at that job, that you outwork the people around you, that you really work on things that you're delivering in that position. Because people do notice. They do notice. And you really want to get on that short list. And in fact, today I was talking to a gentleman who I had worked with, and he said, you know, the last 2 jobs, I really haven't formally interviewed. It has been my network and my experience and what I brought to the job that has gotten me that next job. And I've really worked in my career to be on that short list so that when people that I work with, managers, different executives go to that next company, they actually take me with them. That short list is that 3 to 5 people that they call and say, I'm going to another company or I'm taking a new role and I want you to come with me. So I always encourage people to work to be on that short list. And to do that is really putting forth the aptitude and the attitude, really. And that is how I have been able to really have altitude in my career. And I think it's really important. So once you're at your job and you can outperform, I think it's really important that you're open to change. Most companies today, especially in Northeast Ohio and around the Midwest, are changing, and they're asking people to do new roles and new things. And so really being open to change, being positive about it, and taking on opportunities that you don't think you can do. Because I guarantee you, a lot of people that are in executive roles have gotten to those roles because they've raised their hands for jobs that they did not think they could do. And I guarantee you that if you put the amount of effort you put into this degree, you can do anything you want. Anything you want. And it's just about putting your name out there, raising your hand, doing a good job to really say, I'm ready and I can do this. Even if you're shaking in your boots, you can still put your name out there. People will notice. And so, the one thing that I want to mention just in closing is that the one thing, if I had to give you any advice at all, the one thing that you really need to focus on in your career is your network. People hire people. And if you do nothing else, in every job, every experience, is that you focus on the people that you meet, the people that you can build relationships with, and the people that you can evolve, help them evolve, or that will help you evolve. Take time to develop those relationships. It has been just a tremendous asset, and you're very lucky these days because you have social media. So the upside is you have social media because you can stay connected to people. So as you leave here, make sure you stay connected to your directors, your deans, your colleagues. You never know when they're going to be on the other side of that table or influencing a hire. You're never going to know who's going to be throwing your name in the hat or calling you on the phone to say, did you know this job is available? So making time to go to lunch and develop your relationships. Get out of your office, no matter how many to-dos you have to do, make sure you get out of your office, have lunch with somebody new, develop relationships, and be a mentor to somebody else. Give more than you take, especially in relationships. Always offer to help. Is there someone I can help connect you to? Is there something I can help you do? And be strategic about it. There's a lot of networking events in whatever city you choose. Being in Northeast Ohio, there's several networking events regardless of your degree and your job. And really make a point to going to these events. And when you go to these events, look to see who else is going and make a plan of who you're going to meet. Because it really is the network. My network has actually allowed me to publish my book. It's allowed me to get promoted to an executive. And I do this all remotely too. So it just really, I cannot emphasize enough about your network. And just a note on social media. Social media matters. It matters from a professional standpoint. If you're not on LinkedIn, you really need to get a profile and make sure that it really represents where you've been and where you're going. And note that everything you do on social media, HR directors can find. So keep it professional and keep it up to date and use social media to stay connected to people because you never know when those opportunities present themselves. So in closing, I want to just congratulate you again. This is really an amazing milestone, an amazing career milestone. I'm sure you have many life milestones, and just where you've been and where you're going is just really exciting. And I know all of us are very excited about your next chapter in your life. And we hope that you'll stay in touch and mentor some of the students coming through. And if you don't take anything away, I hope you just remember that this is a journey and that there are no straight lines in your career. But be sure not to take no for an answer. Have the attitude and professional presence for where you want to go. Work hard so people will notice. You really do want to work to be on that short list. Take pride in your social media accounts and take time to invest in the people around you. Thank you for the invitation. I'm glad I could be with you tonight. I appreciate it.